Hey everyone, I'm Rob, aka Graculin, here with MMORPG.com, and we're here today with City of Heroes. This is the pinnacle raid to their Going Rogue expansion. I have with me the NCSoft team. I've got Matt and Melissa, and then I also have a couple of the devs too. So you can hear them right now because I'm in vent with them, but they can't hear you or me, so. Can you guys hear them talking in the background? Alright guys, I turned the stream on, I let them know that we're going live. Alright, let me do the mixer. Oh, we're actually live now. I gotta change the mixer though, because they can't hear you. Yeah, probably. They like devs. Hey Arbiter, yeah, this is the beta. It's gonna be going in a couple days. Right now, this is a press preview from the developers, so you actually can't do this just yet. And I'm trying to get the mixer so you guys can hear them. So Matt Miller's talking in the background. Can you hear him? Okay, I'll move it. Hold on a second. Okay, so no one has ever seen this before is what they're saying. It's the ultimate trial for the Going Rogue expansion. It's Tyrant, the main villain. Yeah. I'm trying to get my vent to feed through XSplit, but for whatever reason, I've got the mixer set. It just doesn't want to take it. I'm trying to see if I can add it. Yeah, this is now on the closed beta server. Yeah, I usually don't have a problem with mumble. I don't know why Vent's giving me fit crossing over. I'm gonna turn its volume on Vent up, see if that helps. Let me shut it off. I'll be right back. Alright, so they're saying I need to run Vent as admin. That might have been my problem. Which normally I have it on like that, but... Can you guys hear him now? Alright, sorry about that. I'll try to relay as much as they possibly pass. I don't know, for whatever reason, I don't know what's up with Vent not patching in. And I've got it super loud and set on the mixer. So I really do apologize. I don't know what else I can do at this point. So... Oh, gotcha. Is that better? Can you hear the game audio? You should be able to hear the game audio right now. Okay. So you get the experience. See, some of you can hear the game, some can't. I don't see the store button. Well, no one's talking in chat right now. Hey, can somebody in Vent say something real quick so the chat room can see if they can hear you now? Thank you very much. No, nothing? Alright. Ventrilo, the bane of me. I'll give him a play-by-play as we go. Yeah, I'm the brute in the middle. Okay, so we're getting ready to do a ready check to go into the final raid. Essentially, this is the big baddie of this expansion that's been building up for over the last year. This is a 12 to 24 player trial. We've got 15 players. Looks like we're going to be doing, yeah. This is actually going to look for other people. It's not going to find them because we're the only ones here. All right, thank you very much. There's always one that doesn't hit the Q chat right. I didn't go AFK. I had a child run into the my office. I had to tell him to come back in a little bit. I'm someone for MMORPG. I'm not a dev. Well, I'm just getting used to the controls. I'm getting used to the difference between the strafe and the character turn by using the keyboard. Our main tank is the Unbreakable Net. Okay, and apparently if I click on him, it'll automatically target his target. And apparently they're worried that we're going to get crushed. So we'll see. And you are correct. I am still getting used to the controls here, so. Again, thanks everybody for coming out and seeing what we got to offer. Best Silicon, no, you cannot get into it right now. This is the devs and a media event only for the moment. You'll be able to get in a couple days. Apparently we have to defeat 250 of these reinforcements. You can see there's a countdown right here. 6 Sempre Tyrannus. I'm not great at Latin, so I could have messed that up. I've gone behind the lines. I hope I don't get myself crushed. I've been defeated. Because I overshot the tank. Yeah. Thanks for res. I overpassed the tank. So apparently all COH roses are combat roses also, so that's a handy little function. I'm going to back up before I get myself killed there again. I don't disagree with you. I probably need a lot of things. I am a veritable COH noob. I'm just along for the ride to show you guys what they got coming on. Shadow Hunter, Pendragon, and Chimera, who we will be fighting next. And yeah, you're right. If they're toggles, I probably don't have them. Pendragon and Shadow Hunter are new with the issue 23. Their storyline is a big part of issue 23 content that they put out. Ah. Red splat next to the green crosses. Done. So yeah, for those of you that have discovered that I'm a COH noob, I do apologize. It is the truth. Just think of me as your Geppetto on this adventure. Only Geppetto knew more than I did. And yeah, Last Lord, there is somebody from Paragon. They're reading the chat. I'm explaining to the chat room. They've discovered that we over-aggroed. And it was Matt and Melissa, not me. And Matt and Melissa are two of the actual developers of Paragon that are here as well. Alright, we've made it through there. Now we got Chimera's health, Shadowhunter's health, and Pendragon's health. We're going to kill Shadowhunter first because killing him gives us a certain buff. When he's defeated, he's going to put a banish across the playfield, and it's going to phase shift someone. And it's usually the tank. It'll last a short amount of time. We should be fine. But that's awesome because it's going to be the tank. So... And if you're just tuning in, I'm Graculin with MMORPGcom, also known as Rob Lashley. This is the closed beta server for City of Heroes. We're looking at the Pinnacle raid for Going Rogue. It's for 12 to 24 players. This is issue 23, I believe. We're fighting Shadowhunter. And yeah, if you like what you see, make sure you follow the stream. And we do stuff like this quite often. Shadowhunter just turned into a dog. This is what he does at 40% health. It's his arcane form. Because you like me. And to add the answer, why someone who's not familiar to City of Heroes would get this? Well, because it's a media event. It's not an actual, like, hey, this is how to really play this game the best. Now we're going to Pendragon. He will be the one that will actually banish us. If you do get banished, it'll go within 2 seconds. No, didn't banish me. I tell you what, if someone would have told me that this was a 8-year-old game when I logged in, I would have called them a liar. No, the graphics look really good. It's running really smooth. The textures, you know, the textures are probably one of the weaker things, but they're still good. So, I mean, it's got the eye candy. I really like my player character model. He's got a real cool look to him. So I definitely like the look of the game. And for those of you that are like, hey, you keep an eye out for the really big weapon one, you might see me running around in your world. It's fun. I'm a piddler. I piddle around in games. Yes, Pendragon is new. They're taking damage because they're standing in the AoE. I'm following the massive players, and I'm going to hide in this bush. Chimera is a teleporter, so he's going to teleport at times away. He teleported across the screen. One thing that is actually kind of making it a little difficult for me is that I move so fast. I'm not used to how fast my character's moving. Yeah, there are a bunch of red targets. No, I don't play WoW. I have in the past. I haven't in a long time, though. It teleported me up here. Okay, I see it. Thanks. So she has the close of Jokas, which is the equivalent of a dagger from earlier. Sorry about that. So Jakan is siphoning the power of the well. So we need to kill portals as they pop up because they buff her. So I'm actually switching over to kill. There we go. Yeah. So, hello, Feathers to Death. Because this is a media event and COH is not a game that I regularly play, so I'm not accustomed to any of the controls. I'm just trying to be, like I said, your Geppetto is a guide to give you a chance to see what it has to offer before you can see it on your own. But I do apologize for my noobness. It would appear that I've been frozen. I got a really cool sword, not gonna lie. I'm a fan, like the runes going across it. Bite my dust and carry on. No, it's okay. Hi, Blast Lord. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for coming out. I understand, Drain. That's fine. You're not bothering me. You're welcome, Magical. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming and watching. I think more portals. There we go. The more portals came out, so I should probably go help them instead of. That guy's cool. It looks like. I think it looks real good. I've just been talking, not on vent, talking to the chat room. They're complimenting me on my noobtastic abilities to play this game. So far, it looks really great, though. You're keeping me alive. Yeah, actually, I give a lot of free-to-play games a try. And once this... If you guys hang out for a few more minutes after this event's over, I'll talk to you about some of the other streams we do here at MMORPG.com. I just don't want to detract from this event. Wow, they killed those quick. I went to help kill portals and they were all dead. I play a lot of games, so I have this on my computer. I will, in fact, play it. Now, I don't actually get to log in for personal fun and play multiple games a day, unfortunately. But yeah, you'll see me. You'll see a Graculin running around somewhere. So it's not just my Twitter handle; it's my actual in-game character name. So if you ever see a Graculin or a variant thereof, it's more than likely me, unless somebody's creeping. Okay, after we kill her, now we're forcing Cole to come and face us himself. No, I haven't, but if you want to tell us about it, go ahead. So this Emperor apparently is the only person in the world who's been able to sustain a direct nuclear blast, and now we're going to try and kill him. Yes, Emperor Cole is pissed. We too have survived the blast. We all have a new power. Quills of Jokaf. These quills can be used for an AoE attack. We want to stand next to the Pillar of Light and destroy it with the quill. It'll sever his connection with the well. We need to keep taking our quills and going to these wells and killing them. He's a Super Saiyan, yeah. There's a... connection to the wells. So if we die, we can come back, but we have to fight from Dream Doctor's ward back, and we can get back into the fight, but you can't just, like, come straight back in if you do die. So you notice we got to keep killing these wells. I've already used mine, so I may be a noob, but I'm killing the support stuff off. I just got caught in a super beam. I didn't die. So I'm trying to make myself as useful as possible. Okay. So I'm going to die intentionally to show you guys the hospital. Alright, I'm going to die. I'm going to try to. Okay, so I'm intentionally trying to die so I can show you the hospital. Alright, I released the hospital. Yeah, it took me back in. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to happen. That bugged out. Yeah, someone teleported me back. It's an anti-Zerg mechanic, but it gives you the ability to come back. I'm gonna try and die again and see if it lets me do the same. Oh, and I lived. Almost. Alright. Okay, yeah, I see him fighting the portal. Yeah, I hit the Dream Doctor once and it let me go right to the portal. We defeated Tyrant, we severed his connection to the well. He's no longer the Well's champion. And now he's just Khan's grade, normal power, level 50. Beating the poop out of him. It looks like he was our ally in this. So that's the Magisterium Incarnate trial. Which reward should I take? Which reward, guys? The incarnate threads or the super inspiration? Everybody's telling me the threads. Look at the threads. So this is the... So you're powerful characters now, and this is to make you feel like you're a powerful character. So we survived yeah. Oh, tell me I lost connection to the map server. And this is why we're in beta, folks, and why it's not available, because we just lost connection to the map server. Are there any specific questions? I'm deferring to the chat room now to see if there's any kind of specific mechanic questions or anything like that they want to see. Oh, and it kicked off the server. Oh, I understand. They're asking me to ask you about the hybrid. Hybrid incarnate tree. Okay. I typed that as about as fast as you said it into the chat room. Yeah, I definitely had a good time. That was very enjoyable. Thank you. I'm recording the devs on SoundForge, so I'll overlay what they're saying into a video. They asked about the Genesis character. Is there anything that you want to talk about the Genesis character? That's not going to be part of issue 23. Genesis slot will not be part of issue 23. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Yeah, the Genesis power slot. They knew what you were talking about. I figured out that if I stick my mic into my headphone, I can probably hear you that way. Now that they're off my head.
They're off your head, yeah. The hybrid slot is part of issue 23.
Alright, turn the volume up so maybe they should hear you better now. Just real quick, since I've figured out how to get them to be able to hear you, do you want to run down through that hybrid rundown real quick so they don't have my terribly typed version of it?
Yeah, if you want. Sure. Alright, so there's 4 trees in the hybrid slot. There's assault, control, melee, and support. The basic idea is that they all sort of mimic things that are features of a given archetype or a couple archetypes within COH. So the idea is that you can either make your character better at things you're already good at, or you can sort of broaden your pool of powers and gain access to types of features that you wouldn't normally have. So the melee slot gives you stacking damage buff with every attack. The chance to proc increases as you go up the tree, and the damage types that are effective also increase as you go up the tree. The control slot, depending on which power you pick, can either sort of mimic Scourge, can sort of mimic Containment, can sort of mimic Overpower. And there's combinations, permutations of chances in there. Melee gives you a stacking regeneration, either defense or resistance, and in some cases status protection buff for each enemy within range of you. But it's a PBAOE, sort of like Rise to the Challenge. And support is a bit like all of the leadership powers rolled into one. It provides an accuracy buff, a defense buff, a damage buff, and in some cases a plus special buff to all of your league mates. For those that didn't know, that was Jeff Arbiter Hawk Hamilton. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself.
And the other guy was Matt Miller.
And in case we didn't mention it earlier, if you missed it, Jeff is the one that worked on this Incarnate Trial of the Magisterium, so all the kudos go to him.
He also gets all the bugs.
Yeah, we just forward those right on.
Well, good job.
The new powers are toggles. I'm seeing that question too. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Looks like you said they were toggles. Melissa, they want you to know that apparently you're a cutie. That's from Zenlon.
Jeff, if you're answering questions in the chat, can you just repeat them?
And Posy's a cutie too, they said.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a noob.
We know.
I wasn't going to say anything.
So Dark Energon's asking, will the destroyed Nova Praetoria be reflected in game after completion of the trial?
There is story that it reflects it, but you aren't going back to Praetoria after the events of that trial.
Blast wants to know if there's going to be a perk system for the supergroup system.
So we haven't really looked at that, but it's something that has been kind of on my mind lately. Is doing something along the lines of perks for supergroups. We have the prestige system and the bases, but we've always got some ideas of what we want to do. It's just always finding the time to do the ideas that we have.
Alright guys, well I really appreciate your time, and I'm sorry about, I don't know what's going on with Vent. I usually use Mumble or Skype and don't have any problem getting into XSplit, so I'll make sure that I take a look at this before we do anything else. Well, I'm glad to do it, and if you guys want to do anything like this again in the future, just send me an email and let me know, and I'll be glad to do it. Alright guys. Hey, so for those of you that are still on the channel and are interested in things other... That is Rob. Thanks guys. Sorry, I was signing off with them. Hey, okay, so those of you that are interested in MMO things other than COH, which, yeah, I will definitely, I've got this game downloaded. I'll be giving it a try. Don't worry about that. At Graculin on Twitter, so if you want to send me a message or whatnot, or actually it's graculin@gmail.com, so if you want to email me or what, you can get me there, or on the MMORPG.com forums. I do a show every Wednesday night, so tonight I'll be doing it. I do Way Back Wednesday, where I take a look at older MMORPGs, and I get with devs. Tonight I'm doing Dark Age of Camelot. I've got a level 21 character. We're going to be doing some RBR. In the mid-levels, that game gets pretty crazy. People do a lot of realm versus realm PvP fighting. I have Kai Schreiber, who is the lead senior community manager with Mythic. He's going to be on with me. And yeah, so I do things like this every week. We're going to be looking at Vanguard in the future. Yeah, I do have a Facebook. It's Graculin. So if you do like facebook.com/grac.ulin, do all kinds of different things. So, WoW is this, I play WoW. I love like all MMOs for the most part. I'm a big MMO junkie. It's why I do the show. I like to do all kinds of different things. So I don't have Mist of Pandaria, or I would show it to you. WoW might actually be a show because it's like 7 years old. So that being said, I've got to get out of here at 6 o'clock. I got some other commitments. So yeah, please follow me on Twitter. Follow this Twitch channel, because this is where I do my broadcasts. Or I actually have a YouTube channel as well. It's YouTube, and it's The Graculin. so you can sub to me there. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Hopefully I'll see you guys tonight when I do Dark Age of Camelot, and that'll be in about 2.5 hours. It starts at 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, 7:30 Mountain, 6:30 Western. Thanks, people.